No, 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 Penelope, no. Come here. No, no, no. Come here. You're okay. Stop it. You're okay. Come here. You're okay. Come on. You're okay. You're okay.
Hey, thanks for swinging in for a little THG. Today was the long-awaited day to find out if my sheep are pregnant. First thing I had to do was collect urine samples. That was quite a rodeo. I got a tiny bit of urine from Macy, along with a straw and everything else. Macy, I got some. I put it in this clear glass jar. I'm going to stick it in the fridge until I'm able to finish the chores outside. So I have to thank my friend Emily for this entire thing. I could not be where I'm at right now without her and her help. She has been amazing, and she allowed my ladies to go down and have a date with her 100% Vallis Black-Nose ram named Marshmallow. After several failed attempts, I was finally able to collect urine samples from both Macy and Penelope. Okay, so today is the day that I finally get to do the pregnancy urine test on my sheep. So I'm going to pull them out, and I bought two different kinds, two tests of two different kinds, so that I can hopefully have enough urine to get a result to kind of double my chances of accuracy of whether or not the tests are picking up that pregnancy hormone. So I have two of the blue kind, two of the green kind. Jars of sheep urine. Now I know it doesn't look like much, there's just tiny little bits in there, but it's all I could get, and I'm grateful that I was able to finally get that because it's been a chore. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write each of their names I've got Macy on a piece of paper, and I've got Penelope. This one is Penelope's. This one is okay. Maggie, scoot. All right, let's see. How do I do this one? Out of the fridge a minute ago, so I'm going to. It is 11:45, so at 12:15 I will come back when these have warmed to room temperature and these vials have warmed to room temperature. Okay, you guys. Okay, it's time. Now, I do not have hardly any urine at all, but hopefully I have enough. So what I'm going to do is, to get what I need, draw some urine up into the syringes and put it into the vial first, so that I don't get anything from the test strips into the urine, because the test strips have to be dipped into the urine. So I'm going to do the vials first. You guys, I waited for this moment for so long. And to be honest, I'm a little terrified. I hope I am doing right by my ladies, because I love them so much. And they are such a huge part of my life now. Ah, I'm all emotional. Okay, so this says I need to pull up 2 to 5 milliliters. I don't even know if I've got that much in there. As the little blue tablet, as long as I think we're good. Okay, so this first one. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to, it said be careful not to get any air into them. So there we go. So all right, this one is Macy's. So what I'm going to do is it instructed to make sure that there is no air in it. So I did that and made sure there was no air, and I'm covering it up, putting in let's see, whoops. I just got sheep pee on me.
Whoa.
Okay, now it said to invert it, to mix it 3 or 4 times gently. So I'm going to turn it upside down and back. 2, 3, 4. And it instructed carefully, do not shake. So now I'm going to set that here. All right. I'm going to throw this vial of urine. So now I'm going to put the lid back on and note the time, 12:15. Okay, we have to wait 10 minutes, so I've documented the time for Macy's. I'm going to cover back up hers, and now I'm going to do Penelope. We'll see what is going to happen here. Okay. The air bubble to the top. There we go. Now I'm going to put this in Penelope's. Wipe it off a bit and carefully invert it. 1, 2, 3. He's there. 4. I can already see a different color of Penelope's. Oh my goodness, you guys. I think for sure Penelope is. And we're just gonna mark the time. It's 12:17 for Penelope. Okay. So now I'm gonna clean up all of this mess here. But we have to wait 10 minutes. Okay, I had to wash my hands with that. Okay. There we go. Now, these tests are done. That's for the vitals. Okay. Now I'm going to double check that I understand the instructions for the strips. Dip the test strip into the urine sample for 5 seconds and be sure the blue pad is completely wet. Withdraw and allow to stand at room temperature. Avoid direct sunlight. Oh, well, we better close these curtains. So, do not want them to do Macy's first. I'll take out the test strip. Oops, I touched it. Okay. All right. Okay, these are very tiny and thin. You can see it's just very, very small. Dip this in Macy's. 1, 2, 3, 4. And pull it out and 5 horizontally. And kind of hold it and place it like that. And the time is 10:21. No, 12:21. And then I'm going to do Penelope's. dip this stick in, and I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and I'm going to place it horizontally, just as they said, and we're going to let it sit. That was 12:22. Okay, so we have now done 2 tests for each sheep, and here's the colors for the this strips. Is the colors for the vials. Let's see, 10, 15. So at 12:25. So 12:15. So at 12:25, I can read Macy's vial and get an accurate reading according to the instructions on the. They may not have been the most sanitary, but I got them. So we'll see what the results are going to say. Okay, it is 12:25, and we are going to read according to the vial test right now. Here's our colors that we're looking at. Here is Macy's results. According to this test, Macy is pregnant. Very early pregnant. We know that she is about 62 days pregnant right now, or 60 to 62 days pregnant. But you can see the color coding, and that is spot on. So definitely, Macy is going to be a mama. Okay, it is 12:27. It's time to read Penelope's test. According to Penelope's vial test, she is not pregnant. However, I do want to add a note right here. When I first put her urine in, it immediately turned this color. Right there, immediately, like within seconds. It has now turned yellow, saying so I'm going to set hers back there. Pregnant. Okay. So, I'm kind of disappointed for Penelope. I'm kind of sad for her if she's not pregnant. But I really don't know if I believe that, if I trust that or not. Because she really, to me, shows other signs of being pregnant. So, I don't know. But I do know that Macy's is staying that color, verifying that she is early 30 seconds until pregnancy. I can check Macy's strip. Okay, it's 12:31. Okay, here is Macy's strip. And here is the test. This shows right on schedule she is midterm pregnant. So Macy has had 2 positive results. Macy's gonna be a mama. She's had 2 positive results. Unquestionable results. Another positive at 12:31 for the vial. Positive. Okay. At 12:32, I can look at Penelope's strip. So for Macy, this test seems to be validating each other, that she is definitely pregnant. It has now been 15 minutes or more for this one, for the vial, and it's still showing pregnant. It hasn't changed any colors at all. All right, 12:32. It is now time to read Penelope's result. According to Penelope's test, she has another negative. So I don't think Penelope is going to have a baby. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm sad for Penelope. I was excited for her to be a mom too. But both of her tests came up negative. Again, I will say though, I still am, I have a slight question about it still, because I know when I put the urine in Macy's bottle, it came up the really dark blue purple like it said that it would. Okay. And then it slowly changed to this color. When I put Penelope's urine in her vial, it immediately came up this early term color, like immediately, within just seconds. But then it has slowly turned into the not pregnant. It never did go that dark purple or dark blue that the test said that it would. So I don't know if that's just because of her breed or Penelope's. I don't know. Actually beginning to have a blue tint where it did not have a blue tint a minute ago. It was exactly that same color, but you can see now it is changing. It's no longer exactly that color. And it isn't light blue either, but it does have a tint. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera or not, but there is a tint to it that was not there a second ago. And I'm noticing the tint because it's different than the yellow so much. Yeah, so I'm going to let her sit again for a few more minutes and see what happens. This one, however, is still very solid. It has not changed colors, not even a tint into that at all. It is still very much Macy's. That color is still the light blue, which is exactly spot on with the amount of time that she's pregnant. Very, well, let's see. Oh, it's starting to change into a little bit of the darker. I mean, it's in between those two, which would be about right, because she's not really full-fledged midterm, but she is past early. So that's interesting. But only by a couple days. How interesting. And here's Penelope's. Okay. So hers is taking on, it was that brighter, clear, clean look before, but it's beginning to take on a bluer tint. So you guys, I'm not convinced that Penelope is maybe pregnant. That's just wishful thinking. I don't know. I would love your opinions though in the comment section. But it is changing. Very faint. Very faint. When I put this up there with that yellow, you can see it's no longer that bright yellow. It's got a dirty, almost gray color to it. Like it's trying to turn blue. But when I put it on the blue, it just looks like a dirty yellow. Okay. Okay, y'all. So my very unprofessional and very unknowledgeable opinion, based on both positive tests from Macy, she is definitely pregnant. if I'm understanding these tests correctly, they are looking for a specific hormone. If that hormone is not detected, then they come up negative. If it is detected, then it comes up positive. I cannot think of any reason there would be a pregnancy hormone in either one of these tests, or in the jars that I kept the urine in. There would be no reason for there to be that sheep pregnancy hormone. So I'm assuming that those positives are actually realistic and they are positive. And Macy is going to be a mama, and I could not be happier. I hope I've done right by her. Okay. Penelope, I'm sad for her because she'll be sad. She'll want a baby. So I'm not convinced that Penelope is not pregnant. And I am seeing a very faint coloring on this other yellow that I showed you. But it could just be my wishful thinking as well. Now, let's assume that the tests are accurate, 100%, and that would mean that Penelope is not pregnant, which is odd to me, because out of the two, Penelope's breed is she's a Shetland. Her breed is the kind that is supposed to be very fertile year round. They're not like the seasonal, you have to do it in the fall or whatever. They're a year-round kind of breed from what I've read and studied in the past. So that surprises me, that it would be Penelope that came up negative, because I thought out of the two, it would be her that would be Macy's for sure. I could not be happier for her. And I just seriously doubt. Well, let me finish with Penelope. If she isn't pregnant, even though I still think she might be, I also have to think realistically, what are the odds that two tests done at the same time with the same urine within just 2 minutes of each other would both turn up negative? I can't think of a reason that those two tests would have come out negative if she truly is pregnant. So the tests are staring me in the face, regardless of what I think the appearance of her lady parts might be showing. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with Penelope. I couldn't be happier. I know at least for sure one of my sheep is pregnant. And this means the next step to my journey is well on its way. And so we should be having a lamb or two from Macy for sure in May. Sometime between the 12th and the 20th is the official due date for Macy is May 20th. But from what I'm being told, I should start watching anytime after May 12th. For Penelope, it would be the same time frame as they were both on the date with Marshmallow on the same days. They were there together. And so we'll see if it was just too early to tell on her with the test strips and the vial, or if she truly is not pregnant, or perhaps, but for sure, one of my sheep is pregnant, and I couldn't be happier. I have heard that it's pretty impossible to get a false positive, but it's very possible to get. But I can't argue with the so-called test strips either when both of them show negative. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, thanks you guys so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video and you're enjoying watching my journey with my sheep and wool products and all the things that I'm doing, please click that like button and I would love to share my videos. It's totally free. And if you have any suggestions and ideas, tips for me or any other viewers, it would be really awesome if you would leave it in the comment section so we can all read them and all learn from whatever wisdom you may have to share. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day.